go then at Tattersfield for today's encounter between high-flying Huddersfield and Doncaster. A vital promotion game for both sides. Of course, Huddersfield have already beaten Doncaster once this season, 14-0 at Fartown last month, so they'll be keen to do the double, but Doncaster have some good players themselves. And stand-off Mike Smith, and of course full-back Tony Zeller. And Gary Coulter made such an impression at Fartown, so it's going to be no pushover. Referee, Mr. Volante from Batley. And Batley kick, and Doncaster kick off. Senior driving through, trying to make as much ground as possible. To Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth kicks straight away. That's straight down. Oh, Zilai. It's a knock on from Zilai. A bad mistake from the Doncaster fullback. And that won't inspire. That won't do his confidence any good at all. Dropping the ball right at the beginning of the game. So it's going to be a scrum down then, just outside the Doncaster 22, with Greg Shuttleworth to feed the ball in then. So it comes out with Shuttleworth to Gilbert to Gibson. Gibson trying to work the run around. Chapman, but Chapman's brought down. No way through. No way through for Chris Chapman there. Gives the ball out. Gibson get the ball out, but he's brought down. Makes no real ground there. Jason Gilbert. So Arno Lomax, of course, Huddersfield's Kiwi signing. Now the ball's with Shuttleworth. Senior so close to getting through. There's no way through there yet. Referee pulling Doncaster onside. But Misswell, the pass goes to ground and into touch, so it will be a scrum down with Martin Rose to put the ball in for Doncaster. Enthusiastic crowd gathered here at Tattersfield. Today's encounter, and what's the referee going to give? We're going to have another try, I think. Mr. Valant from Batley says we're going to have another try. So it's going to be Martin Rose again then to feed the ball in. And that's unfortunate for Huddersfield because the ball came out into Shuttleworth's hands. We're going to try again. Rose again then to feed the ball in. Ball's come out with Doncaster then. Brought to ground then. Mike Smith. Driving play then from the Doncaster forwards, trying to make as much ground as possible. There's no way through past Simon Kenworthy there though. Good tackling, three-man tackle. Lomax and Kenworthy, as well as Shuttleworth. She'll be careful to stay onside. Smith working out to Zilai. The chance here for Doncaster, the man's over, but he couldn't find it and the ball's gone to ground. It's a bit of a let-off there for Huddersfield. The overlap was there for the winger Pennant to get the ball, but it couldn't be found unfortunately for Doncaster. So just inside Doncaster's half, it's going to be a scrum down with Greg Shuttleworth to put the ball in for Huddersfield. Ball comes in, it's going to come out on Huddersfield's side. Doncaster looked offside and it's Ian Thomas trying to break through and score. He's got a good try here last season. He looked offside again. But the referee not impressed. Touch judges on the field. It's number 12, Kevin Rain. I saw Kevin Rain throw punches. I don't know what's going to happen there. The touch judge is on and he obviously saw what happened and his referee's come over. I don't know what the decision's going to be. And there's a referee calling over. Shuttleworth's going over to have a word. Of course, Huddersfield's captain going over to have a word, and I don't know what the referee's going to decide here. He's consulting with his touch judge. And that certainly woke the crowd up. I certainly saw Kevin Rain throw a punch, but what happened before then? I have no idea. It's Mike Smith. Mike Smith's being talked to, and that's banned for Doncaster. And Shuttleworth for Huddersfield. I don't know what's going to happen to. He's just calling them together to have a quiet word. You any more trouble? And The player sent off and put in the sin bin. It doesn't look to be taking any serious action. There's no cards come out. There's going to be a scrum down there. It's obviously going to be Huddersfield's. No, it's going to be Doncaster's ball, I think. What's the referee signalled? No, Shuttleworth's got the ball in his hands. Yeah, it's going to be Doncaster's ball. It's a strange decision by the referee, because it was the Doncaster player, Villemachut, I can't even say his name, who knocked on. And this is certainly turning into a fiery encounter. The referee needs to get some control now. A penalty in the tackle for Doncaster. No, it's Zilla's got the ball in his hands. It's going to be a chance for Doncaster then to get the ball into Huddersfield territory for the first time really this game, which he does so. Roars of encouragement from the Doncaster fans. Huddersfield looked offside, but they weren't. And Arnie Lomax has been knocked a bit out of the way there, but I'm sure he'll get his own back later in the game. He's a big lad. Well taken there by Smith, but Smith is not brought down. The ball's come out again with Zelli, but Tony Bowes, the wing, is brought down. They're just outside the 22-yard line then. That's with Smith, now Rain, Keith Rain. Gilbert's calling for men to go over to the far touchline. Smith. Oh, and the ball's gone to ground. Poor play there by Terry Hermison. Very poor play, dropping the ball, and Doncaster had a good chance. And holding down could have been awarded then, but the referee lets it go. Gibson gives the ball out to Kenworthy. There's no way through for Simon Kenworthy, and he's eventually brought to ground by two-man Doncaster tackle. Stuart Walker there. No way through, he makes 5 or 6 yards though. Penalty, I think, to Huddersfield. No, he's given a knock on. Given a knock on. He thought the ball was stolen from him in the tackle, but the referee disagrees, and it's a scrum down just inside the Huddersfield half with Doncaster to put the ball in. Ball comes out with Doncaster then. Smith. This could be a try for Doncaster. The ball's been given out. Pennant is in the corner. Only Pennant's in the corner. A good try for Doncaster. The scrum won by Martin Rose. The ball came out to Smith. And only Pennant skates over in the corner. There's 8 minutes gone here. And Doncaster have the lead. It's 4-0. Good handling from Smith. Now it's going to be Zelli. Trying to add the difficult conversion. Touchline. Overcast here at the moment. Looks like there's going to be some rain. Perhaps later in the game. Anyway, so Zelli's lining this goal up. And he kicks. Now, not even in the right direction and far too short from Zelli, but it's still a good start from Doncaster, and they go 4-0 into the lead. And Alex Murphy shouting encouragement from the touchline for the Far Town players, and they certainly look like they could need some of his magic at the moment. Trailing 4-0 after just 9 minutes. Just going to be Jason Gilbert then to kick the ball off. And he kicks off then, long. Well taken by Terry Hermanson on his own goal line, and he makes it almost the 22-yard line, and he's brought down. Hermanson then. Straight down. Comes out, there's no way through though. Resolute tackling. Gary Cole to that, makes 5 or 6 yards, but he's brought down. And Huddersfield have got to be careful to stay on side. Mr. Vallant's warning them. And there's going to be a kick here. And it was almost charged down by Stuart Walker. And it's Wally Gibson then, Wally Gibson. But he's well shackled there, Gibson. And Doncaster are miles offside at the moment, but the referee chooses to take no action, and Phil Hook's going forward. And Phil Hook lost the ball in the tackle. This could be a second try for Doncaster, but that's a knock-on. I'm sure the referee will have seen the knock-on. Should be Aces Huddersfield on the ball. Doncaster knocking on, they're in a good opportunity there to score the second try of the afternoon. But unfortunately the pass just went to ground. So the ball's out with Shuttleworth now to Gilbert. Gilbert trying to work the run around. Can't get through though. So he's going to play the ball back to Shuttleworth. They're offside Doncaster, but the referee chooses to take no action. Senior trying to get through, but there's no way through. Offside again. Simon Kenworthy, then the ball going to ground. Kenworthy spilling the pass. This should give possession back to Doncaster. Simon Kenworthy won't be happy with that. Ooh, and it almost went in against the head. Good tackle on Martin Rose on the halfway line. Kenworthy trying to make up for his knock-on. Smith. Almost finding his way through. Makes it 10 yards into the Huddersfield half and gives the ball to Mature. That Audley Pennant, sorry. But Pennant no way through the second time. Smith. Zelly. Zelly just brought down, caught by his ankles. Chance for Doncaster. It's poor tackling. And Coulter almost went over. Good tackling from Gibson. The last tackle, what a... But that's a good tackle and that should be the handover. Yeah. Well defended Huddersfield. Coulter almost scored, almost went over. Took a last-ditch tackle from Gibson to prevent him. And Doncaster are very flat at the back at the moment. A chip over the top could work here. From deep. Maybe after a couple of drives. Because the speed measures Ian Thomas and Wally Gibson. Hook. Arnie Lomax. Offside, I think the referee is given against Doncaster. Yes, offside, the referee's decision. It's going to be a chance for Shuttleworth then to kick the ball long into touch. Get into Doncaster territory perhaps. And force the equalising try. So Shuttleworth then kicks long. Yes, that's indeed gone into the Doncaster half. That's a very good kick from Shuttleworth. Midway between the 22 and the halfway line then. Phil Hook plays the ball to Stuart Walker. Good tackle on Stuart Walker though, forcing him backwards. Hook. Kenworthy. Holding the almost to the 22-yard line. Simon Kenworthy. No way through though. Sutton plays the ball and now it's going to be Senior trying to get through. Senior! Almost got through. Made 15 good yards then Gary Senior and Shuttleworth. Trying to work the run around and it's Lomax. Lomax, it's play on, says the referee. Play on, says Mr. Vallant, saying it hit his leg. Which is fair enough. So Gibson. Gilbert. Chance for Ken with it. That's a penalty. High tackle. They could be in serious trouble then. Kevin Rain could be in serious trouble. There could be someone sent off, or at least sin bin for Doncaster. It was a high tackle and the referee signalled it straight away, but they went in. The Doncaster forwards piled in on the Huddersfield man on the ground and there could be serious trouble here for Doncaster. And obviously play like that shouldn't be seen on a rugby field, so the best thing is to send the man off, who is indeed guilty of the offence. And the Huddersfield fans definitely think so. I don't think any action's going to be taken. No action's going to be taken. I think Jason Gilbert's going to have a pot at goal. Of course, kicked 12 out of 14 attempts against Trafford Borough last Sunday, and this shouldn't really present him with any problems. Not someone of Gilbert's kicking stature. That tackle was on Simon Kenworth, and he looks to be all right. Stuart Walker receiving some minor attention. So Gilbert then puts down some sand, lines the ball up. 16 minutes gone here at Tattersfield. A chance for Gilbert. Yeah, straight through the middle. Jason Gilbert doesn't miss those. So Doncaster kick off long then. Chapman's underneath it, well taken by Chapman. He's going to try and make some ground, make it to the 22-yard line. And he does, he's a yard short. Doncaster tacklers up well then. Looked offside, but Lomax is Gilbert's trying to come through on the burst. Hook. Senior, they're making good ground at Huddersfield, ploughing the way towards the halfway line. So it's going to be Simon Kenworth trying to break through. And Doncaster tackling well. Shuttleworth kicks long, and it's going to be straightforward for Zeli, really. It's not going to go dead, and Zeli fields it then on his own goal line. And Huddersfield want to be up quickly tackling him. David Oates is pursuing him, but Zeli's going. It's a good run by Zeli. Zeli takes him to the halfway line. Very good run. And Shuttleworth's been spoken to. It's a penalty to Doncaster. Shuttleworth then perhaps a bit lucky to get away with it. Referee just having a quick word. And it's a chance here for Doncaster to extend the lead perhaps. It's never going to be easy for Fartown here. And Lomax went for threw a punch at him then. Threw a punch at Rain, but the referee didn't see it. It's a good tackle. It's a very good tackle by Kenworth. And the Doncaster fans, they don't like this tackle at the moment. But it was a perfectly fair tackle, says the referee. And Doncaster being driven backwards at the moment by the Fartown tackling. It's good play. It's going to be Smith. It's going to go dead. Yep, it's dead. 22-yard tap. Chip through, of course, aiming for Pennant, who's already scored once this afternoon. It's going to be Phil Hook then to start. 22-yard tap. Oates. Makes a few yards, and the Doncaster fans thinking they're going to get their own back with some strong tackling of their own now. Stuart Walker. Made 10 yards though, this tackle, and the ball's with Lomax. Lomax has 4 men on Lomax. Referee signal, and they're offside, Doncaster, miles offside, but the referee chooses not to punish him at all. And Thomas has got the ball. It's running from Ian Thomas, but he was well shackled then by his opposite number, Pennant. And Gibson's, that's a chip and chase for Gibson. Looked like obstruction, but the referee says nothing. And Rouse brings the ball to within 15 yards of Huddersfield territory. It's a good tackle. Grounded just a couple of yards inside in the Huddersfield half. Rain driving through, trying to get the breakthrough, but good tackling again keeps him out. And that's going nowhere really from Doncaster. An ambitious play there really, and I think he's playing for the penalty, and the referee was not impressed, and he's seen him offside, and is Zelly going to have a pop at goal? I think he is. Zelly's going to, no, he's going to go for touch. They're hoping, confident of a second try. It's a poor kick really though from Zali, not one of his better efforts of the afternoon. The 20 minutes gone, we're halfway through the first half. Grounded just short of the 22, Tony Bowes, just short of the 22-yard line. Smith, Lowe's. Smith again is an inspiration really at standoff. It's a good tackle. They're keeping Doncaster out at the moment. I don't know how long it's going to last. Smith again, trying to get through. Chance here for Doncaster then. Got to keep the tackling up to scratch, just like they have been doing. Tackling's improved this season. And that's a very good tackle. And he's under pressure. That looked like a forward pass, but the referee says nothing. Last tackle then. Could we see a drop goal perhaps? No, the ball's going to be spread out wide. There's going to be a chip through. And Doncaster have the ball. 6 against, says the referee. And Pennant's going for the score. And he could be in. He's given the score. It's Pennant's second try of the afternoon. Second try of the afternoon then for Audley Pennant. Huddersfield defence at 6s and 7s. After 6 again was singled on Mr. Valente. The Huddersfield defence just couldn't get back quick enough, and Audley Pennant forced his way over. A bit fortunate really getting the 6 again, but it's Rugby League. So then Zelli lining up the goal. This is easier than his first attempt and it shouldn't be any problem. Yeah. So it's 23 minutes gone into Tattersfield. It's Doncaster 10, Huddersfield 2. And they're chasing the game already. Cool dance. Join the club. So Gilbert then to kick off. There's been a substitution. I can't quite see who's come on. It's Bob Jowett who's come on. Ian Thomas who's gone off, so it's a blow for Huddersfield if he's gone off. Or perhaps he might just be having a rest. Well fielded there by Hermanson. It's almost a second attempt. And he drives himself to the 22. Senior then in with a tackle. Another good tackle by Senior. Always seems to top the tackle count. Gary Senior. Very loyal player. As far back as 1982. A spell in between with Hunslet though, of course. So Doncaster again, trying to break through, trying to get into Huddersfield territory. Last tackle signalled by Mr. Valant. So Rose with a kick. Sat up for Gibson. Gibson's well grounded though. And the referee's seen some trouble again. The touch judge, and he's called the referee over. He's in straight away. And this is going to be a penalty to Huddersfield, I think. It's a penalty to Huddersfield, I think, is going to be the decision. Going in with the elbow in the tackle, says the referee, so Shuttleworth then to clear his lines. It's a good kick from Shuttleworth. Huddersfield fans doing the best to encourage the team, and they need it at the moment. Quarter of an hour till a break. Huddersfield 10-2 down. I think that was a knock-on, and he's given him offside. That's a poor decision by referee. Referee Mr. Valente. The ball was knocked on by Lomax, and then he goes and penalises Doncaster for offside, and it's going to give Gilbert a second chance at goal. Another chance for Gilbert then. He's kicked one already from a similar position. Straight through from Gilbert. 10-4 then, 26 minutes gone. It's 10-4 to Doncaster. 2 gift points then for Huddersfield, really. Doncaster fans aren't at all happy with that decision, but there's not much they can do about it as the goal's gone over, and it's 10-4. Gibson then. Good turn of speed from Gibson, takes him past the 22-yard line. Hook. Oates. Oates trying to get through, and he's almost got through. He's made 10 good yards there. Well done, David Oates. Penalty could have been awarded. They're offside, but no, says the referee. And Senior, it's a good tackle on Gary Senior. And Phil Hook's trying to get through. And he almost makes it to the halfway line. He's 2 yards short of the halfway line then. Phil Hook. He's going to play the ball now to Shuttleworth. And that's straight down Zelly's throat. It's not, he's let it bounce. So knock on from Zelly. Knock on from Zelly. Good kick from Shuttleworth. The oncoming tacklers forced the mistake from Zelly. Put pressure on him, and Zelly's knocked on. And he must be feeling, that's the second time today Zelly's knocked on. He must be feeling pretty sick with himself. So it's going to be Shuttleworth then to feed the scrum. Should come out of Huddersfield's half, and they've got a chance to maybe pull the score back. Yep, it's coming out with Shuttleworth. Gilbert. St Gilbert again on the runaround. Chapman. Anthony Edwards. What can Edwards do? He's ducking and weaving. Midway inside the Doncaster 22, a chance for Huddersfield. Oates. No, there's no tie, he's in touch. He's in touch in the corner. Very unlucky there from Huddersfield. Almost a try in the corner, but just a foot in touch by John Adiole. So the ball's out with Batley with Rose. He's well shackled though, midway inside the 22. Well shackled. And they've got to let him get up and play the ball because he's very strict as Mr. Valente. Kevin Rain trying to make some ground. Huddersfield then stay onside. It's the third tackle. Stiff challenge there on David Oates, but he looks alright. Playing for the penalty then, and Doncaster could have been penalised there for playing for the penalty. But I think referee Mr. Valente said that he was enough punishment looking an idiot. So there we go. Smith. What can Smith do? Good ball. But Rain's well shackled. Last tackle then signalled. Good tackling by Huddersfield. Last tackle signalled by Mr. Valente. I think we're going to see a kick from Zelly. So that's followed nicely for Bob Jowett, and he's not the quickest. Yeah, the referee signalled a high. The touch judge, it's the touch judge again. He signalled a high tackle. And the referee's not getting impressed with these high tackles. He's not impressed at all. And someone's going to be sin-binned before long, I'm sure. So Shuttleworth then gets the ball inside the Doncaster 22. Just on the line, just inside the 22. A chance then for Huddersfield to pull the score back. 10 minutes to the break, and Doncaster are offside by a mile. But the referee chooses to do nothing. And Walker's driven back to the 22-yard line. Hook. Simon Kenworthy trying to get through. There's no way through for Kenworthy. But he's made ground. Lomax trying to work his way through. Lomax, and Gibson's trying to get through to the line, and Gibson's over. What a try from Wally Gibson, straight over. The ball came out from Lomax in the tackle. The ball came out from Lomax in the tackle, and Gibson was there. And it was a marvellous try from Wally Gibson, a splendid solo effort, rather similar to what he scored against Lee yesterday. And there's fighting on the terraces. Spectators fighting on the terraces. So Gilbert runs up to try and level the scores. And he has done, straight through. Gilbert's levelled the scores. So it's 10-all. And Huddersfield are right back in this game. A marvellous solo effort then from Gibson. The goal by Gilbert means after 32 minutes it's Doncaster 10, Huddersfield 10. And it's going to be Rose then to restart for Doncaster. Gibson again then. Trying for another 80-yarder, just like the one he got against Trafford Borough, and of course Whitehaven. Look like, and Doncaster's tackling's very high at the moment, and Gilbert didn't like that. So Senior's trying to make some ground then, Gary Senior. Phil Hook then. Oh, and that's... No, says the referee. Fair challenge, says the referee. So Shuttleworth then tries to kick long. Straight down the throat of Zelly. And Zelly takes that one this time. And he's faced by David Oates. And David Oates and Gibson combine to bring him down. And Huddersfield then looked to be away offside, but the referee signalled nothing. Good move from Doncaster, taking the ball midway between the 22. I think we're going to see a penalty to Doncaster this time. Another incident in the tackle. No. Not according to the referee, no penalty. Ball went backwards, but Rain lost a lot of ground for Doncaster, and Huddersfield have got to stay onside. A silly thing to do from Kenworthy. And Rose wants to restart immediately, and he is doing it in the form of Zelly. Tony Zelly then, making up to where Doncaster were before. And Pennant. Pennant involved there, trying to go, of course, for his hat-trick. And the tutor won't be brought down. Smith. 4 far-town tacklers immediately. Clinging to Mike Smith, he's made no ground. Rose. Smith again. They're not getting through at the moment though, Doncaster on the 22-yard line. And there's Smith. Rose. Rain. Rain brought down, last tackle then signalled. And what's Smith going to do with this? Should be Huddersfield's ball. Yeah, Huddersfield have got the ball. So they survived the last tackle there. The neat kick through from Smith. Couldn't force the error. Phil Hook down. He's going to play the ball. Walker. Good tackling on Stuart Walker. Scored a hat-trick in Friday's Alliance game with Rochdale Hornets. So confidence should be sky high. Senior. On the 22-yard line then, it's a last tackle. Going to see a kick from Shuttleworth perhaps, yeah. A kick under pressure from Shuttleworth. So about then, Zelly's trying to run the ball through, but he can't get past the two-man tackle. Gilbert and Oates then. Not Gilbert and Sullivan. Back to tackle him. Chance there for Rose. Rose now to play the ball. Loose forward. There's no way through and there's no one in support for him. Look to be running out of ideas after a bright start, Doncaster at the moment. But the game's anyone's yet, of course. And he's blundering through the tackles. Head-high tackle then perhaps by Huddersfield. But again the referee says nothing and Huddersfield is 6 miles offside. But again the referee does nothing. I don't quite know what Gibson was trying to do there, play for offside, but it didn't work. And Huddersfield are on their own 22-yard line. Shuttleworth then. Chapman. Anthony Edwards, there's a chance for Huddersfield here. On the overlap, it's Johnny Dolly. Johnny Dolly's herring down the wing. And it. Oh, and he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball. A chance for Johnny Dolly, but he dropped the ball. A brilliant move involving Anthony Edwards at centre, out to John Dolly, but he just dropped the ball, lost control at the vital moment, and Doncaster got a chance to drive away and clear the lines. So we're on the Doncaster 22-yard line then. 3 minutes till the break. Plus injury time. Clock's not been stopped too often by Mr. Volante from Batley, so there won't be much of that. And Matutu is trying again, gives the ball to Pennant. Miles forward, yes, good decision by the referee. Forward pass that time from Matutu to Pennant. Pennant was in the clear, but it was a forward pass. So it's going to be a scrum down midway between the Doncaster 22 and the halfway line with Shuttleworth to put the ball in them. So we've got a chance here for one last attack maybe before half time from Huddersfield. Try and get the noses in front. And we're going to have another try, says Mr. Volante. Not happy with the way the ball went in, so we're going to try again. So Shuttleworth's going to try again. And the result's exactly the same. And now the ball's with Gibson. Gibson, Chapman. Chapman trying to get through. But he can't get the ball out to Edwards again. And Doncaster are offside, but the referee does nothing. And Nadiol is grounded. And now the ball's with Kenworthy. Kenworthy sells a dummy, but he can't get past the tackler. And Doncaster men, and he's offside. He's got to be offside. And Gilbert's going to have a bang at goal. It's a long way out, this one. But remember, he kicked 12 out of 14 against Trafford Borough, including 3 from the touchline last week. So it should be in Gilbert's range. Mate, excuse me. What happened over there? I saw scuffling. I know who he was, yeah, I saw him, I know him. What Huddersfield fan? In which scarf around his neck? So Gilbert then lines the kick up, there's noise from Doncaster. It's a good attempt, it's through from Gilbert. So Huddersfield, just before the break, edged 12-10 into the lead here at Tattersfield. And Huddersfield in the lead for the first time during the game. They're kicking from anywhere, that lad, you know. His kick for Maoris, for New Zealand Maoris is brilliant. So miraculous then, Huddersfield look like they're going to go into the break 2 points to the good. It's been a good performance by both teams. We've seen some good rugby, some good tries. But if Huddersfield can hold this ball for 6 and kick it long, that should be it as far as the first half goes. We've just about 40 seconds to go to the break. So Walker then, Lomax, what can Lomax do? A 3-man Doncaster tackle then brings Lomax to the ground, but he's almost to the halfway line. Good running by Lomax, and Doncaster, they looked offside, but the referee chooses to do nothing again, and Shuttleworth trying to get through, but he's grounded just short of the halfway line. Knock on to Doncaster fans, the referee's not impressed, a long fast floated out to Jowett. And Jowett then, where's that going to go? It's just out on the full. And now look to go out on the full. That really looked like, look. And the referee putting his touch just to rights there, saying the ball didn't bounce. The controversy, and there's a substitution for Doncaster. Looks like Terry Hermanson's going off. I can't quite see who's gone. It looks like Tony Miller's come on for Doncaster, so they're going to feed this scrum then, 10 yards inside their own half. And it's going to come out on Doncaster's side. Oh, and that's a knock-on, surely. It looked like a knock-on. Referee asked his touch judge on this near side, but he didn't signal anything, so play continues then. Huddersfield then have got to get on side, which they have done just, I think. John Evans then driving to the halfway line for Doncaster. Half time then. Half time sees the clubs change round. So it's going to be Jason Gilbert then to kick off for Huddersfield. Go, says Mr. Valente, so Gilbert kicks off. Kicks off deep then. One almost a knock on there. Bit fortunate. 5 yards inside the 22 then. Doncaster trying to drive the ball away. But forced backwards. Made no ground on that tackle. And they've got to let him get up and play the ball, otherwise he'll be penalised. And they stay on side then. He's not been so clever with his offside decisions today, Mr. Valente, but he seems to be watching more now. So John Evans trying to make his way through. And he seems to have a long time to play that ball. And Shuttleworth's got it. Didn't give him 10, that's a fair decision, I think. And Doncaster, they can grumble all they want, but he didn't give him 10 yards. So Shuttleworth then, with a chance to get the ball into the 25, 22 almost. Phil Hook then to play the ball to Stuart Walker. Stuart Walker's trying to get through. 5 yards inside the 22. Stuart Walker's eventually grounded. Kenworthy slips and falls over, no real ground made there. Kept hold of the ball though. And the ball's having Hook's trying to go through. It's a good run by Phil Hook. Deep inside Doncaster territory. And could we see a drop goal here from Shuttleworth? Mick works the run around, Lomax is trying to get through. Is he giving a forward pass? I think he has. He's giving a forward pass against Shuttleworth, and Shuttleworth looks a bit bemused at that decision. So it's going to be Rose to feed the ball, and then it should be possession to Doncaster. Indeed it is. And Zealey's trying to get through, but it's a good tackle. Oh, Jason Gilbert's a very good tackle. Clinging to this 2-point lead then at the moment, Huddersfield. And Rain's trying to do something, and Rain, but there's no one to give the ball to. Good tackle. Doncaster fans don't like it, but it's a good tackle. There's a chance here. The ball can go out. But he couldn't get the ball out to Pennant. Couldn't release Sordley Pennant. The chance here then Rose. It's going to come to Smith, and Smith tries to chip through. It's going to go into just as a very good kick from Mike Smith. Excellent kick from Mike Smith. Nadioli. Explosive running from John Nadioli. Makes some very good ground there for Huddersfield. Gary Senior then. Always seems to make ground, and he has done again on that occasion. He's almost up to the halfway line, Gary Senior. Good in from Senior. Doncaster are offside. Referee doesn't give it though. And they're making good ground every tackle in Huddersfield. Hook, Shuttleworth, Gilbert. Chance for Anthony Edwards. Edwards can't get the pass away, almost into touch. Held just on the far touchline. And Gilbert almost tackles. That's a good take. It's a good tackle though on Rose, just outside his own 22. Very good tackle. Doncaster forwards then driving forward. Huddersfield then, Chris Chapman was definitely offside, but the referee doesn't give it. And half a tackle made then on John Evans, but it was enough. Offside. And it looks like Mark Smith's going off. This looks like a blow for Doncaster. Mark Smith's going off. It's a blow for Doncaster. Huddersfield still in the lead by 12 points to 10. And there's a chance here for Doncaster. To run the ball through then. Try and go for the score. We've got to let him get up and play the ball, otherwise they'll be penalised. Substitute just holding the pass. And no ground made there by Doncaster. And I think could be significant, the loss of Smith. I don't know if he'll come back on, but he's off at the moment. The ball's going to be played now back to Zilai. Or Zelly. No, it's predictable there from Doncaster. And the Doncaster fans, I don't think they've ever seen tackling before, because there was definitely nothing wrong with that tackle. And there was 3 men that played the ball then, they had to be offside. That was a wild pass then, and Huddersfield have the ball. Offside surely Doncaster, no it's not given. Nadioli runs and he comes back in field, just outside the 22-yard line. And they've got to let him get up and play the ball, and he's stolen 10 yards. Well, he's stolen a few yards then, that looked like a high tackle. No. But ball's out with Shuttleworth. Greg Shuttleworth, ooh, and that was an almighty clash there with Shuttleworth, perfectly fair though, I think. And Gilbert. Good pass to Oates, and Oates is in touch. So it's going to be a scrum down just on that, just inside Doncaster territory with their put in. Just out with Rose then on Doncaster's side. Zelly. Loose forward trying to get through. It's Gary Coulter, who of course played so well at Fartown in the fixture last month. And Doncaster's play is a bit predictable at the moment. They're not really making a lot of ground. Huddersfield player on the deck, waiting for treatment. I can't quite see who it is. And Zelly's trying to go for the line. Knock on given. Knock on given. Huddersfield punching then at the scrum. Hard lines from Zelly. A good run by Tony Zelly. Gibson trying to burst through. It's a good move to Chapman. And Huddersfield have got speed in the back line, and Chapman could go all the way. They're not going to catch him. No way. Edwards is in. What a try from Huddersfield. That was a score in 3/4. The marvellous run around worked through. Tony Chapman then on the burst, through to Gibson. The ball came through to Gibson, through to Edwards. What a score under the post. Conversion of formality for Gilbert. A length of the field try in for Huddersfield is going to put him in control. 16-12 at the moment. 18-12 then with a goal attempt. The best try of the game then. And Huddersfield are in control. Gilbert then is going to goal this, no doubt, I'm sure. The defence just couldn't hold Anthony Edwards. They got back well to tackle Chapman, and then they did well to get hold of Gibson. But Gibson offloaded the ball to Anthony Edwards, who went straight in under the post. So it's going to be a simple conversion for Gilbert. Yeah, straight through. Jason Gilbert. Huddersfield have got some breathing space now. It's 18-10, sorry. And don't forget, this is from 10-2 down at one stage in the first half. 18-10. And with Mike Smith off the field, Doncaster needs some encouragement from somewhere. And you get the feeling if Huddersfield can score again, that's going to be curtains for Doncaster. Nadioli then. Nadioli gathers the ball. Bursting towards the 22. Gets past the 22. Good ground made by Joe Nadioli. Huck. Walker. What a try and bring forwards. Senior then brought down, but he made good ground out to the 22. Lomax gives the ball back to Shuttleworth, and Shuttleworth still going through, and Lomax was pushed off the ball then. Lomax was definitely pushed off the ball. Ooh, and that could be a penalty. And you had to be offside. There was 3 men at the play the ball. And Gibson chip and chase. Gibson. Oh, and that was so unlucky from Gibson. So unlucky from Gibson. Almost with a chip and chase. And if he'd have got hold of that, that'd have been good night Doncaster. If he could have got hold of that. But instead it's just scrum down with Doncaster to put in. 10 yards inside their own half. So Doncaster come away with the ball then. Zelly, well brought down though, good tackle. A very good player, Tony Zelly. And Matutu House set up 2 tries for Pennant already this afternoon. Penalty. Quick tap taken. Chance here for Doncaster, they've men over. But they didn't use it to the best. They didn't do as well as they could have done there, Doncaster. They had men over on the touchline. But there's still a chance then to get a score back. Driving towards the 22. Gilbert's calling for more men to come over to this far touchline. I think Doncaster may be playing for the penalty, but they're laying down in the tackle. But the referee's certainly given a lot of penalties in that department today. And they're going to have to get off him. Zelly. Oh, and he's dropped the ball. The line beckoning. Rain drops the ball. And Oates has a chance then to bring the ball away for Fartown. And it's debatable whether he would have scored because there were men back, but it was certainly a chance for Doncaster. Well set up by Zelly, who of course scored 2 marvellous tries here last season against Huddersfield, including a very neat chip and catch over the line. But they're going to need some inspiration from him today. And that's a very good kick from Shuttleworth. Midway between the Doncaster 22 and the halfway line, it's going to be a scrum down. With Rose to put the ball in. And Murphy's up off the bench. Alex Murphy's screaming at his players. He's obviously not happy, but is he ever? Ball comes out on Doncaster's side. They have a chance here. They've got the overlap, but they couldn't find the players. Matutua. But he's met by a brick wall in Simon Kenworthy. He couldn't get past Kenworthy, and he's smothered by a three-man tackle. And they're letting him get up, yeah. Ooh, and he just held on to that. Explosive tackling. I think there's going to be some work in the treatment room for both teams after this game. I don't suppose Huddersfield will be bothered if they can come away from here with a good, valuable 2 points. Last tackle then signalled by Mr. Valente. Doncaster needs something special now. Perhaps it could come in the form with something from Zelly. But he's trying. But the ball's well gathered by Shuttleworth. Play on, and he wasn't tackled. And Shuttleworth setting it off. Good ground made by Greg Shuttleworth. Zelly almost able to regather. But well read by Shuttleworth. And Shuttleworth brings the ball out, and it goes to Stuart Walker. Stuart Walker then. Midway between the 22 and the halfway line, Gibson. Now the ball's to Lomax. And Nadioli couldn't hold the pass. It was a very poor pass though. You can't really blame the winger there. It's a very poor pass. But he'd expect to hold it normally. So it's given Doncaster a golden opportunity. 10 yards outside the Huddersfield 22. So maybe grab some points. The ball comes out indeed with Doncaster. It's a bit predictable at the moment, unfortunately, from Donny. Pre-season promotion favourites, of course, Doncaster. And they haven't really lived up to that billing today. And Zelly, of course. And Pennant, he's going for his hat-trick, of course. He's had 2 tries in the first half from Pennant. And he's going for his hat-trick, but there was no way through from there. Rose has got a chance, but it's predictable. There's no one in support for Doncaster, unfortunately. Fortunately for Doncaster, there's no one in support, and they let Rose get up to play the ball. Matutua, he could score from anywhere, this lad. He looks a very good player. A last tackle, and Doncaster need a score here desperately. Well, yeah, it's a good try. A very good try. The move round was worked. It was a very good try, and the game's back wide open again. Who got it? 12. Yeah. That's not Kevin Rain. Number 12 then, Kevin Rain scores a try. Puts Doncaster and Zelly with the simplest of conversions. There should be no problem for Zelly. Indeed it isn't. So the game's right back in the melting pot. It's 18-16 to Huddersfield. 17.5 minutes gone in the second half. Doncaster have come right back into it. The try from Rain and the goal from Zelly. Just going to be Gilbert to kick off. Gilbert kicks off then. Kicks long. Now by Rose. Rain runs into the brick wall, 3-man tackle. So he's driven back inside his own 22. Rain again. Makes 5 or 6 yards. It's 2 gone. Good ground made, 15 or 16 yards gain there by Doncaster. The forwards driving on. Almost to the halfway line now. They've driven well, Doncaster. And it could be them now with a bit between the teeth. Almost charged down again. That could be down Gibson's throat. Well taken, Wally Gibson. Exciting full back in his 3rd year, of course, at Huddersfield. And he scored Scored a few good tries in his time, and hoping for another one today. Hook. Oh, Hook looked tired then as he ran with that ball. Shuttleworth. And Shuttleworth trying to go on his own. And he almost gets through and makes some good ground, Greg Shuttleworth. Kenworthy. Lomax. No ground really made there then. Just short of the halfway line. Shuttleworth then kicks long. Is it? A storming tackle, and Pennant's got a chance to run with the ball. Pennant, but he's wrestled to the ground, oddly Pennant. Doncaster fans appealing for a penalty, not given by Mr. Volante. Play taken into Huddersfield territory then. Need to tackle well here, Huddersfield. Ball's gone to ground, no. And a knock forward on the halfway line from Rain. Sorry? Yeah, 18-16. Shuttleworth then's got the ball out the scrum. Gilbert is taking play to the halfway line, then Jason Gilbert. Gibson. Storming tackle, and Doncaster man threw him backwards, gave him some extra yards. Gibson again. Kenworthy. Simon Kenworthy slips, falls over, no real ground made, but he got hold of the ball. Offside. And Alex Murphy's telling him to go for goal. No, he's not. Murphy was telling him to go for goal there. So Alex Murphy won't be pleased if he disobeyed his orders. He wanted Jason Gilbert to have a pot goal, but I don't suppose he'll be too bothered if Huddersfield can force a score. And Doncaster have got to get back on side. They came forward a bit too early, Nadioli. Inside the Doncaster 22, deep inside, is a chance for Huddersfield. Hook. Lomax on the burst. Gives the ball back to Hook. Penalty to Doncaster. Lomax penalised. Zelly's going to put the ball into touch then. Chance to clear the lines then, Doncaster. 22 minutes gone. It's still 18-16 in Huddersfield's favour, but Doncaster have got the ball. Midway between their 22 and the halfway line. Huddersfield have got to stay on side. Driving through, trying to take play to the Huddersfield territory. It's going to be Rain. Rain's well shackled though, no way through for Rain. Programme's wrong, so I don't know which Rain it is with them being twins. And here's the other one anyway. That was a marvellous break there from Doncaster. It's a penalty to Huddersfield. Exactly what Lomax was penalised for at the other end. And you can hear what the Doncaster fans think about that decision from Mr. Volante. Just going to be Hook then. He penalised all after it down there, so I mean, where do you go? So Hook then. Two shit decisions. So Phil Hook then with a chance to play the ball. Both had a chance to score. Kenworthy trying to force his way through, but there's no way through. But he's made some good yardage. Shuttleworth. Gibson. Well tackled though. No way through for Gibson on that occasion. Gilbert. Darkness falls. Huddersfield are just in the lead still. And Gilbert almost got into the last tackle signalled by the referee. They're going to try and play the ball out. David Oates. Oates is going for the line. Could be a thrilling finish. That was a very good move by Huddersfield involving David Oates. The pass inside, which was headed for Chapman. Heading for Chapman, was knocked behind and then kicked dead by Rain. So Huddersfield are going to have the ball back. A good move on the last tackle. They didn't give possession away. The pass was spun out by Gibson. Ambitious play by Huddersfield. And it almost paid off. The Doncaster desperate in defence managed to get the ball back. Not the ball back. Knock on from Nadiole. And the Doncaster fans like a look at that. And he won't be happy with that, John Nadiole. His handling's not been so bad today at all. And he knocks that one on. And it's at a vital time in the game. And that's a knock on. It's a knock on. And they're going to give the ball back to Huddersfield. And I can't hear the Doncaster fans going ER this time. As their fella knocks on. But it's going to be Shuttleworth with a chance now. Ball comes out and it's to Nadiole who's held the pass this time. Nadiole almost takes play to halfway. Gives it back to Gilbert. Senior. Shuttleworth then up. Shuttleworth up then with the play of the ball. But now it's with Walker. Inside the Doncaster half. Hook. Simon Kenworthy. Hook again. Shuttleworth. Gilbert. Gibson. Gibson on the burst. Almost finds an extra man, Wally Gibson. Just wanted support. Ball still alive. So last tackle, heel over, forward pass. But the referee says it's the last tackle, so it's just a changeover. Doncaster then. Still 2 points behind. And the Doncaster fans trying to get behind the team. Rain. Halfway line then for Rain. Huddersfield fans then in turn giving some vocal encouragement. Terrible from Rain, really. He'll be sickened with that. Possession then. Huddersfield should get possession of this on the halfway line. And Rain's not played well at all. I think Mr. Valenti's going to say we're going to have another go, which indeed we are. Ball's out with Shuttleworth then. Gilbert. Chapman. Matutua, good tackle him. Kenworthy. Forced backwards though by two Doncaster players. Hook. Hook clings to the ball. There's no way through for Huddersfield. Shuttleworth. Senior. No ground, they've lost ground at Huddersfield. They're not making any ground at all. Shuttleworth. Lomax. Perhaps Lomax can make the breakthrough. Gets played halfway, it's the last tackle. So what's Shuttleworth going to do with this then? That's a very good kick from Shuttleworth. Takes play deep inside the Doncaster 22 and they're going to have to drive the way out then. You've got to drive the way out. Very good kick from Shuttleworth. Of course it's Huddersfield who just have the slight edge at the moment. With 28 minutes gone. Been a very good game, a good advert for the third division. Whoever eventually sneaks it, it's been a very good advert for the third division. Offside. No, kicking. Thought to give an offside, but Zeller's got a chance to make some extra yards. Huddersfield defence has got to hold firm here then. Ten yards from the halfway line then, Doncaster the ball, one tackle. 2 or 3 yards gained. Well disciplined from Huddersfield at the moment. 3 tackles. Doncaster driving forward, trying to take play towards Huddersfield 22. And Zelli. He's played very well today, Tony Zelli. Candidate for man of the match, I think. He's done very well. Chance here, a good tackle. He's got the ball out. Oh, I think the referee should have shouted held then, yeah. Last tackle signalled. He should have shouted held beforehand. Matutu has a chance. That's a good tackle though from Shuttleworth. Brilliant from Shuttleworth. Matutu was in full flight. And he's a very powerful centre, but it was well played by Greg Shuttleworth. A good tackle kept Doncaster out. Gibson looks to be hurt, but the Doncaster fans don't like it. They think he's playing for time, which he may well have been. Hook, Senior trying to get through. There's no way through though. Plays on the 22. Hook makes another 5 or 6, 7 yards. Almost got through. Last tackle midway between the 22 and the halfway line. Shuttleworth then kicks long. It needs to bounce. It doesn't. Chance for Doncaster then. 10 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go, sorry. It's a good chance for Doncaster here. And the fans are giving him some encouragement. Shuttleworth trying to steal the ball. Can't do it. This is Doncaster's big chance. They need to get the score here. But the ball's gone to ground from the loose forward. And that's been one of the main stories of the afternoon for both sides, really dropping the ball at vital times. And it's the accurate kicking of Jason Gilbert that's put Huddersfield in front at the moment. Of course, Zilla has missed a kick at goal. $1,700 then the attendance, which is a very good attendance, of course. It's the best attendance is 2,100 at Huddersfield for the game with Batley, but it's still a very good attendance on a cold November day. And I think Doncaster will be well satisfied with the gate receipts from this game. Hook, Lomax, driving through, trying to make some ground. And they do look offside at the moment, Doncaster. No, they've been told and they got back well. Gibson. Nadioli did well to hold that ball, and now it's with Edwards. A chance for Doncaster here. Pennant. Matutua. No way through. 10 yards inside the Huddersfield half. They've got to get onside. They were offside then, but the referee, as on many occasions today, didn't do anything about it. Rain's brought down, and they shouldn't let him get the ball out. They haven't done. Good tackling. It's freezing cold here now as night draws in. Rain again, driving forward, but he's brought down, and they haven't really made much ground. But they have a chance here with Rouse. Nobody's brought down as well. Penalty, he didn't play the ball. The referee had signalled last and he still got the ball out. And that's very slack play from Doncaster. They should have noticed that the referee had signalled last. It's slack play. So 6.5 minutes to go. Shuttleworth then, taking his time, which of course he can. So play then just inside the Doncaster 22. They can hold this ball for 6 and then kick it long. Done very well. And the supporters giving Huddersfield vital encouragement then. It's vital time during the game. And they're certainly in a joyous mood. The supporters are in a joyous mood over there in that far corner. And meanwhile the ball's with Walker. Shuttleworth, he's brought down though. Ooh, well taken there by Senior. But he took it well. And perhaps we could see a drop goal, even though it's not really much good. Kenworthy. Shuttleworth. Ball's out with Lomax. Last tackle. And what's Shuttleworth going to do with this? That's a good drop goal. The drop goal's good, and the drop goal's gone over from Gibson. A good drop goal. Last tackle, the ball came out and Gibson just over the crossbar. Kicked a very vital one, of course, against Radio York last year, which won the game 7-6. Pennant's offside. The referee didn't see it. But Nadiola's got hold of the ball and he's going to try and take play outside the 22. And he's just managed to do it. Huddersfield 19-16 in the lead. That drop goal from Wally Gibson. Driving forward, still well inside their own half, and the crowd has started to drift towards the exits. But it's not over yet, of course. Stuart Walker trying to get through. Gives the ball back to Gibson, and Gibson could set off, and he's got pace. But he went down without having needed to be tackled there. Seemed to sort of like slip and go down. And Doncaster have a million men offside, but I think the referee's given up all interest of offside, and Gilbert's got the ball, trying to get through. Last tackle. And I think we'll find a long touch finder from Shuttleworth. It's gone backwards though. He's behind his own line, and it's going to be a dropout. Huddersfield have got possession. It's going to be a dropout. Huddersfield have got possession. So it should be for Gibson now. Gibson's going to set off. He's going to get play as far as he can back in Doncaster territory. And he's still going, Gibson. He's almost got to the 22. So the clock's going down. We've now got just over 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes play left. Kenworthy's so unlucky. Almost brought the tackle, Kenworthy, but plays inside the Doncaster 22 now. The ball's with Gilbert. Sorry, the ball's with Lomax, sorry. My mistake. Gibson, what can Gibson do with it? Trying to work the run around. Chance for Senior. Can Senior get over? Last tackle, we might see another drop goal. It's a try! It's a try! Huddersfield have scored! The last tackle, the tip through! Huddersfield have scored, and that's it! There's no way Doncaster are going to come back from that! And you can see what Huddersfield fans think about that! They're leaping up and down on the left-hand side. And I didn't see who scored it. All I know is that he touched it down, and Huddersfield are going to win here at Tattersfield. It's been a marvellous display. A marvellous display. They've never given up. They've never lost out. And all the noise you can hear at the moment is coming from the Huddersfield fans to the left of me as I look onto the field. And if Gilbert can have this goal, then Huddersfield are home and dry. They should be now anyway. Well done, lads! So Gilbert then runs up, straight through. 6 out of 6 for Gilbert. 1 minute 20 seconds left, and Huddersfield have won. There's no mistake about it. Huddersfield have got 2 more points. And Doncaster, after the home reversal against Bramley last week, have got some serious catching up to do. And they must be feeling very despondent at the moment. And the Doncaster fans are leaving the ground. And Zella is going to kick off them. Well taken. Gibson. Nadioli. Nadioli, then he's still going. Nadioli's going. What a run from Joe Nadioli. Back to 1. But is he going to signal back to 1? Doncaster fell, look to touch the ball. No. Gilbert. So the score's 25-16 in Huddersfield's favour. The 9 to the good. 2 tries and a goal needed for Doncaster. It's a bit late now because there's 20 seconds on my watch left, plus injury time, and Mr. Valenti hasn't stopped the timekeepers too often this half. And we could even see another try for Huddersfield before the final hooter. And the ball's with Lomax. Gibson, Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth's going to have a go at chipping and chasing that, but it's in touch. A brilliant kick from Shuttleworth. Knew exactly where he wanted to put that ball and it's gone. And it's Huddersfield fans you can hear over to my left. Jubilant, 2 more points. Of course, that's a double completed over Doncaster with a 14-0 get. Huddersfield, of course, winning 14-0 at Fartown and the encounter earlier this season. And it's not been as comfortable for them today, but they've won with 30 seconds injury time on the clock. A bit late now for Doncaster. That's it. Huddersfield have won. Huddersfield have won. 25-19, 25-16. Huddersfield have won comfortably at Tattersfield. And it's another 2 points that takes Huddersfield near and near to the top of the league. And of course, with the home game against Bramley next week, they have a chance to do another double over a team.